Alright, what is up, guys? Just literally sat down. It's February 26th, Friday. Friday. Oh man, I gotta renew my window sticker for my car. Yes, I had just got out the shower, got back from work. It's 10:57. We hit our goal yesterday, just 3 trades. That is our goal. Hopefully we can do the same today. Yeah, let's turn on these lights. Make me look red. I don't know why it makes me look red. It's white lights, so yeah. What's going on? Hello? What's happening? Let's try this again. Yeah. Our thing is called Be Patient because it's exactly what we need to be doing. Being patient. Okay, here we go. It should be loading any second now. There we go. Alright, looks like kind of a range day. Yeah, kind of a range day going on here. So you can see, slight uptrend, but definitely a range day. So there's going to be the highs and lows that people are thinking about and thinking about pushing into that direction. So we're going to kind of treat it as such, like a big range day with slight trend. Okay, so yeah, we're going to treat this like we normally usually do, which is that simple trading of like Pat. It's a lot of our losses came in because of those like strong trending days. So let's just take a look at like one trade. So you got the swing high. Okay, let's say swing low, first entry, second entry. You just broke above that resistance, tested it twice there, and yeah, let's see. That's like at 10 a.m. right around this area. So it is a strong uptrend, and it did break above that level of support. And this was playing an overall downtrend because you have all these lows pushed higher there. Even if pushed higher there, overall trend is down. But then once you break above there, once again, even higher than that point, it becomes a spike with FOMO. So buying there is actually probably not the best move. Overall trend is up because you keep breaking higher here. You did push up really high, pushing off these lows. Overall trend is up, yeah. So selling there is probably the best option, and it looks like it would have worked. Yeah, these scalps. You swing high, first entry, second entry. Overall trend is up, so you could sell there. Maybe at a non-obvious because it's such a strong push down, especially up in these levels of resistance. Then we got a swing low, first entry. There's a bunch of other stuff here, but I'm just looking at the more obvious stuff. Swing low, first entry, second entry here, and this one could potentially stop you out even if you did sell. Let's see. So overall trend is down. You have this level of resistance. You break lower and you push that high. So overall trend is now up. So selling there is the best option. Yeah. So hopefully that one works out. But hopefully it didn't push too far back and then close there. Because if it did, that means you would have got stopped out before getting your scalp, which is quite unfortunate. A lot of our stuff has been really tiny scalps compared to the rest of the market, or it should look like, because we were correct about that sell, but it could have just pushed up and then stopped us out and then pushed right back down. A couple times already it has happened where we got stepped up to the tick, or we couldn't get it. Yeah, we get stepped up to the tick and it just pushes on in the other direction. All right. Something I'm a little bit worried about is that this is a trending day and not a range day. We're gonna go for the buy here. Such massive bars, because it could skyrocket here, but it could just pull back just enough to our stop and then skyrocket. So overall trend is down because of this level of resistance here, and it's pushing the market in the other direction. I'm just a little worried that it's a trending day and this is not valid, but it looks like a valid point if you take a look at this level of resistance here. Well, of course, you can fast forward and see whether or not this works out. Okay, that's still our signal. Okay. This big red bar is still our signal bar, and we're in the trade. And we got it. Nice. And good thing we were on the right account too, because very often we've been on the sim, starting off at the sim. So yeah, we boosted our account. It was at 160 yesterday, and we got it up to 88. Let's go. All right, first trade is a good trade. Overall trend is down because of all that resistance. And it's a range day, and it's also at that point there too, so yeah. Good trade, good trade. Doesn't look like we broke above this level of resistance, so overall trend is down, but this is now a spike too. People could be concerned about a correction here, and so there could be a ton of FOMO coming in here down to these lows. I'm going to break below these lows before I think there's FOMO in there. I think people still see the uptrend and are still kind of trying to go with it. So until we break below these lows, we're not going to treat this move with FOMO. Just saying that it's correct or that there's a trade yet. And it looks like we might get a first entry. I would like for it to push down below here before we take it. But as of right now, it's just an overall downtrend. So that means we're buying. It's not a move with FOMO quite yet because people are still hesitant to enter here. Not convinced that people are not convinced it's going to shoot on down. So therefore no FOMO. Therefore not treating it like a spike. Alright, but this is going to be a tricky one to trade because it's moving so fast. I have to do some shroud clicking. It's just an overall downtrend. So we break below this low right here. Then I don't, or until it starts to look like it has FOMO. But people are hesitant. People don't think it's going to correct here all the way, which is why I'm hesitant to just treat it like a spike. So we're going to go for the buy here because it's just an overall downtrend after these highs. Harder part is trying to get our order in because it's moving so fast and we're literally having to place our order on pixels. One pixel can make the difference, you know? Did you know? Test. Alright, looks like we're kind of correcting. Overall trend is still down. However, it could become up because we did hit these lows a couple times there, and here. Oh, it looks like we're getting a spike with FOMO here. This is FOMO. Once you start to push up here and start to get in these highs, that becomes FOMO because people who went short here, everybody was convinced that this was going to go up. But once it starts to push up here, people's hearts start beating. Oh, wow. A ton of people thought this was going short. Let's all go long. Oh, no, it's going to stop us out. Let's go and exit. You know, stuff like that. So let's see. Let's just read it. Okay. So I'm going to treat it as an overall downtrend as of right now. I'm not sure if this move has FOMO quite yet. Oh, where did our stuff go? Let's do this. Oh wow, this thing might push all the way back to the highs. It's just an overall downtrend. It has been a while since we tested this, and we only tested it once, so it's not an overall uptrend yet. However, this could change if the biggest move is the overall direction, but I don't think so, not yet. And wow, it looks like this move is just going to become... Even if we push up here, I don't think there's going to be FOMO in this direction. It's just going to be an overall uptrend. Unless it pushes up and pushes down, then it still could be an overall downtrend. Where I don't think if pushing up here is going to create FOMO. Just due to the fact that we had these highs and people are assuming some sort of correction there. Yeah. So the reason there's no FOMO in here is because no one's just crazily assuming that this is going to skyrocket off into the sky until it does. Once it starts skyrocketing and it seems like it's not losing momentum, then FOMO is going to start to come in, but people are also going to start to short it. So I don't think, even though this is probably one of the biggest moves, I don't think there's FOMO in it. You just take a look at the minute chart and the way that looks. I know I'm kind of blocking it, but you can kind of see it right there. Yeah, it just doesn't look like a move that's going to happen if it just keeps pushing up. People are trying to go for the correction here. So that's why I don't think there's much FOMO in this huge, massive move. People are assuming this, essentially, so no FOMO. No FOMO. That's kind of cute. No FOMO. People are hesitant to believe this because it has been a range day, so we're just gonna treat it like an overall uptrend. As hesitant as I would like to do that, I just don't think there's FOMO in it, and I don't know if we're wrong, but we shall see. All right. So as soon as that breaks higher, we're gonna place our order in. Let's do this instead. So we're going for an overall uptrend. So we should be going for the sell here. However, we did break above this resistance level. We haven't played that in a while where we said if we break past a level of resistance, people like to trade back into it. We haven't done that in a very long time. This might be the place to bring it back. And now that we had that correction, I think... Is there FOMO in this? No, I don't think there's FOMO. Unless we push up massively here. No. I don't know, it's a tough one. I don't think there's FOMO, in my honest opinion. Just because it's such a strong move from such a low place, you know? I don't think people are having FOMO right now. People are not worried about missing out in this big move because people are hesitant. They don't think this move is going to keep going on for long. So I don't think there's FOMO, therefore it's just an overall uptrend. And here we go. We're in the trade. This might be one of those scenarios where our ticks are just so small, even though we may be correct. I mean, our scalps are way small, even though... Oh, to the tick, the man said. Okay, cool. Alright, that's 2 trades. We'll do one more trade. Just one more. If we get it, fantastic. If we don't, bleh. But yeah, just one more trade because I really don't want to go all the way to negative. That's just gonna throw my day off. So yeah, just one more trade. So good read, no FOMO in that direction, just overall downtrend. And we were lucky enough for that not to stop us out and then push straight down like it is here, because that could have easily just knocked us out and then pushed on down just like it did here. But luckily our scalps were small, big enough, the right size for that. But on another day, a more volatile day, I'll do the exact same thing and stop us out and then push on like crazy, you know. So I think depending on the day, we're gonna have to start adjusting our scalp size, but until we run into that problem massively and to the point where it's like, all right, this is an obvious thing, it just keeps on happening even though we're super duper right. So if we get super duper right a lot of the time, like we're 90% win rate, but it stops us out and it's a clear indication that, hey, you're actually right all the time, but your scalps are just really tiny, then I think we can adjust. But if it comes up like pretty dang high and then pushes up, then we're not going to adjust, because if it stops out by a couple ticks, not by points, by like 2 or 3 points. Yeah. If this stops you out by 2 or 3 points, then yeah, you were wrong. You're wrong. Unless each bar is like crazy massive, and it's a huge sign that like you should increase your scalp size. As you can see, our scalps are really tiny compared to this entire chart. Usually a scalp is like from here to like here on like the ES, or what we used to do way back then. Thank you. All right, we do have a brand new swing low right here. So this could probably be our first entry here. There it is. And now I think there's actual FOMO. And the reason being is that it could have that cup feature, which is this feature, and then the cup. So now that it had that small correction, there's a good chance that it'll just keep pushing up, and people are going to have FOMO. It'll consolidate, push up more, and that's what people are worried about. So I think there is FOMO in this guy right now. Actually, it's just an overall trend. It's not really a spike. I don't think there's FOMO, to be honest. People are hesitant to go long. Yeah, no FOMO. It's just an overall uptrend. However, if it does keep pushing up, like up into these highs, I think there is going to be FOMO, because now it's a clear 2 topper right here on the 1 minute chart, I guess you could say. There's a swing high and there's another clear swing high. And if it keeps pushing up, I think there's gonna be FOMO because people know that there's stops there. And so people are gonna be super duper aware that, hey, those people are gonna get stopped out. This market has potential to keep on going, therefore creating FOMO in the market. So if it starts to push up here, I think there's definitely going to be FOMO, but let's reread it. Yeah. So we're going to go for the no FOMO buy. Just kidding. Yeah, FOMO. I kind of want to increase this a little bit. Oh, that's not. Oh gosh, I'm like trying to move down with WASD. Where's our order? I'm like using WASD to move down like this is Valorant or something. Oh gosh. Actually, I don't think there's FOMO. Let's cancel our order. The reason being, it's kind of a topping pattern. So we're going to treat this as an overall uptrend. And even if it does push up here, I don't think there's going to be FOMO, to be honest. Just on the way it's curving here and it has that like topping pattern sort of thing. So this is just an overall uptrend. There's no FOMO. Just an overall uptrend. No spikes. Nada. Overall uptrend. So this is at 75. So we need to place an order at 50 here. If we could get in there, I think that's good. Okay. Let's reset. Let's move in a bit closer. Let's do this. Alright, that's our signal bar now. I don't think there's FOMO. You know, I do think there's FOMO. There's an urgent, like, oh man, this market could keep pushing up. Yeah, we're going to treat this move as a... I think there's a lot of FOMO involved right now. Even though it's a super small move, that spike kind of turns into FOMO right here. The fact that, hey, holy crap, this thing has the potential to skyrocket. And so we're going to treat it like a spike. This move right here. I guess this move is the spike. And that is it for today, boys. Hit our goal. Let's go. Peace out. Yeah, so good read. Do not sell there. It's FOMO. If you take a look at that, you have the heart, like your heart's racing. If you were to think as a seller, oh my gosh, wait, hold on, this thing's not moving down. Let me get my scalp. There's FOMO. So that's FOMO, and that's why you buy there, and that's why you treat that like a spike. So good trading.